What up, spam fam? Hello, hello, hello. What up? Today we are doing Create Variety. Now, I believe this prompt was in Create This Book as well, but this one is put an array of textures in there, which I'm kind of going to do. I have an idea. I'm going to draw my avatar. Shocker! Oh! It's about the only human that I can do. But I'm drawing my avatar as Medusa. So don't look directly in her eyes. But I figured that there was texture in the tangles, in the snakes, in her skin tone, and then we'll do something with the background as well. It's not a massive variety, but there's variety. I'm just trying to lay out some snakes. I don't want to put too many in there because I want them to all look like they're tangled. But I've only ever drawn a snake once, twice, maybe. Sergio is my character, my snake character. I'm trying, okay? Perspective-wise as well, I want it sort of coming at you. Just fill in the space with some snake heads and bodies and all that. I say it's my avatar, but technically the hair's going to be like snake color green, so it could just be Medusa. I don't know. I never met her. Sorry. Ta-da! That snake texture took me forever. Took me forever. You'll notice that, like, the variety of... There's no consistency in the snake scales. But we're not going to mention it, right? My Medusa. I'm giving her like a greeny type, stony, mouldy look. I don't know whether that texture actually exists in the world, but it does in this picture. Don't look her in the eyes. So I'm adding a bit of shade into the eyes. I'm not adding pupils or anything like that. I want them to be... They were meant to give off like a creepy vibe, but now it just looks like I haven't drawn the picture. Drawn the eyes. I did contemplate making the snakes pink. But we're going to switch it up and give the avatar green hair. Green snake hair, technically. I did have a lot of fun drawing this and colouring this. It was quite therapeutic. Little off subject here. Do you know what I find really annoying? When I'm working on Create This Book 2, the ideas that I come up with, sometimes I come up with an idea and I'm like, oh, that would be good for a Create This Book episode. If I can fit it in a prompt page. But it's always the opposite book. So when I'm working on Create This Book 2, the idea is always on Create This Book. And then when I'm on Create This Book, it's always for Create This Book 2. And then by the time I come back round to doing a Create This Book 2 episode, or the other one, I've forgotten it. And then I sat there stumped, like, what am I doing? How do I do this? What pages am I doing? I never write them down. Silly me. But we're almost done with this now. I keep missing little sections. I keep finding little sections and I'm like, oh wait, I need to colour that. So we're adding like an ink splat behind her. There you go. Adding an ink splat behind her and some wavy sort of hypnotic type things. She's calling you in. Look at her eyes. Look into her eyes. Have I turned you into stone? Yeah, I decided not to cut this one in half. Normally I cut them in half and stick them in the book. But I stuck it in whole and just bent it slightly. But poop. Anyway, we're moving on swiftly to create layers. Again, this is another repeat from the Create This Book. I believe I did a layer one in there. I did a variety one in there as well. So I'm apparently on repeat now. This one I had so much fun with. I'm trying to plan something out here, but in the end I just go rogue. I don't plan, I just start ripping and adding, and basically I have these, which you remember if you were here. My watercolor wallies. I made this, it's kitchen roll. I made a pretty pattern on kitchen roll and I kept it. I have these watercolor things. I did these for a failed video attempt. I was trying to do a reverse colouring video, which I will attempt at some point, but it just wasn't working. I could not pick anything out of these watercolours. So I kept them thinking they'd come in handy, and they did. So I'm using the one of the kitchen sheets because I split them. And I'm just ripping these bits of paper. They're going to be some mountains because they were perfect mountain colours. This looks like nice land colour, so we'll put those in. I'm not sticking anything yet because I don't want to commit. I decided that this was going to be water, the blue one. It was originally going to be the sky, but then I thought the rainbow would be nice. Because it seems to have like a horizon in there as well. Not that you will see that because I cover it up. But I'm just trying to build like a landscape picture. So we've got some land, we've got some water. We've got some mountains in the background. I'm just going to add some more land in between the mountains and the water. But it worked out quite nicely. I am sticking over the edges, but I will trim that down in the end. Yeah, as I go along, I'll just keep trimming. But it's good. I like it so far. But I'm just gonna go in with my, what are they called? Pens? Line art? Macaron? That's not what they're called. Sorry. Oh, I'm in a funny mood. details to the mountains, and now I'm like, now what? Decided to add some rocks, but they just kind of disappear into the mountains. Now we're adding some foliage, some trees. Not my favourite thing to do, trees. I'm not gonna lie. I love nature, but drawing them is boring. But I'm just picking away at it, choosing places to put trees. I am gonna put a little cabin in there. Gonna put some bear trees as well. Not bear as in an animal. Some naked trees, no leaves. I added some rocks in the water, but just looks stupid. Now we're working on the foreground, because this is only layer 1. We've layered this, yes, we've done all this. But this is only one layer, this is only one page. We're only just beginning. This is the end goal. We're going to layer on top of this yet. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone with the Sharpie in the background. I should have left it the way that it was. But it's fine. You'll see. So, this is layer 1. I've Mod Podged this so that everything is sticking down properly, and it needs trimming still, because the Mod Podge smoothed out the paper, the kitchen roll. But I only stuck it down roughly with some prick stick, but then Mod Podged it so that it would stay down. But now we're creating some layers on tracing paper. When I first started drawing, tracing was one way that I could do things. Not tracing other people's work. I would draw something roughly, then draw it on tracing paper, and then like lay the tracing paper over it and draw over my original sketch. So I still have a ton of tracing paper left, and I saw this artwork on Pinterest that I was quite intrigued to have a go at with tracing paper. So I'm going to have an attempt. Tracing paper is not normally my go-to thing. I hate drawing on it. It feels weird. You can't see anything. Especially this one, because it's got like a little shine to it, so my lights, my overhead light for the camera was reflecting, so I'm basically laying down at the side trying to draw here. I gave up in the end and just went in with a Sharpie. We'll work with any mistakes that we make. So we have a little, that is a wolf howling at the moon. Kind of looks like a cat from here, but we're working with the mistakes. Here we go with the trees again. We're going to add some foliage again. And just build this up to make it look like a forest. Adding this tree in front of the moon. So I drew in the Sharpie. I added shading and stuff with the what's the thing called, the lead pencil, the shading pencils, the drawing pencils, whatever they're called, and coloured with the black colouring pencil. But you'll see that when we're done. I'm now working on a second one. So basically, we're layering these pages up so that you can see them through each other, so it looks like a faded forest in the background. I chose 3 because it blocked out the page in the Create This Book. I suck at explaining things, like, might as well just wait until it's shown. But this one's a simple one. This is just going to be a tree with birds. We've got one sitting in the tree, one landing, and one flying away. Gonna add a few little trees on the edges because it looked a little plain. At this point I was sick of doing trees, not gonna lie. Okay, I think we're done. Let that dry for a second. Let's smudge it. But here we are. Do you see what I mean? Like, you can't see that back page. So let's go on a little adventure. Look at the pretty birdies. There's a wolf. Ah! Ah, bear, run. Mr. Bear's just going for a stroll in the forest. He's trying to get to this beautiful land. Ta-da! It's a little much. I mean, I could have stopped with that first page, but I really, really wanted to try that tracing paper things, and I got to. But surprisingly, the pencil, the Sharpie, and all of that, it's not smudging. I really thought with all of that on there, on a smooth surface, it was just going to smudge and like go everywhere. But it wasn't too bad, you know. Like, I didn't have any smudges. Music note is in there. I don't think I added it on the other page. Not incorporated in the picture anyway. But anyway, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I really, really like both prompts, really. Like, I don't know necessarily whether these two go together, as in the background and this tracing paper thing, but it's layers. Plus, I got to try something different, so it's fun. Ta-da! See how you can see the forest on the other pages. It's very good, very good. Well done, Spam. Well done. Pat on the back. Pat on the back for me. I don't know where Medusa's gone. It's been too long. There she is. So, Medusa, don't look at her in the eye, and create layers. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button. It really helps with the algorithm. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit it with force. Ah! Anyway, I will catch you in the next one. Bye!